get this together so I can welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you have a question. Thank you. Oh, that's fine. You're fine. You're fine. I started a little bit early. I gather maybe this is a good time to kind of do it. I'm Sinta. I know I'm wearing, it's May the 4th be with you, so I'm supposed to be a little bit more sci-fi. Okay, so you have a question. What is that? Ron Cobb plays, is that correct? Ron Cobb plays? Okay, we'll go with that. I suppose it's correct. Okay, so you have a question on your iPad. So far with what I'm seeing, here's GarageBand. I haven't had any updates or issues with that. Are you implying, or are you thinking that, see, mine's working. So the question now is, tell me if I'm like a little loud. If you want me to put music on in the back, I will, or we'll just use the iPad to kind of try some ideas out. The question is, how are you creating your tracks? If you're creating your tracks with just like this, for instance, I know they have the downloadable sounds, right? So they have all these downloadable sounds. I don't know if you've... Hello, Noah. How are you? Thank you for coming. You guys are so sweet. I love it. I mean, I know everybody's a little bit younger here, but it is generally for people who do lots of different things in different kind of platforms, different types of things with different types of skills, right? So that's... I'm kind of with everybody that if you do art, I do art. If you do music, I do music. If you want to do art and music together, I do art and music together. That's what I do. And I think I think everybody who's a little bit younger also appreciates that. Okay. So say, for instance, we're talking GarageBand on the iPad. Ron Cop Plays said that he had a question on the iPad. So we're using the iPad today to talk about what might be like a problem. So when you first open up GarageBand and you just upload it for yourself, you generally go to the sound library. That I know, the sound library has those uploads, right? So I wonder if you were pressing that and then seeing if that was, and they have the updates. These are the updates. This is what you will see when you first try it for free. Oh, Logic Pro for the Mac. What? Logic Pro for the iPad is free? When did they do that? Wait, let me see. No, they charged. I don't know why they did that. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's go back to this. That was kind of interesting. Okay. So say we go into that sound library. The sound library will then direct you to all of these sounds, and on some occasions you might want to download these. Now what you can do is there's another way to do this. You don't even need to do that. You probably do for some of the sounds, so you have it in your library. But if you're, for instance, starting a new track and okay, let's do one, for example. It says downloaded. These are new things that are downloadable. Let's see. Let's download them just for the sake. Producer track. So these are artists and producers. So they're all these vocal pack. There's a vocal pack. We can get it. So all these things I'm just going to press get it. I'm just going to do like an example. Okay, I don't know if these are the updates. This is what generally the updates mean. Updates generally just mean what you can download from their little collection over here. I'm going to get that too. I'm just downloading. Okay, so we're going to see what it sounds like. I don't know if all of those can be opened. But let's say, for instance, okay, and then Blacklights preview, it's already downloaded. Okay, so then we have this. Get it? That's a new sound. So yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can go through this and just download whatever you can, whatever. Like, I'm just going through this to see what I haven't downloaded. I've predominantly downloaded most of them. That's downloaded. That's downloaded. So if you haven't downloaded this is something. Hi, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm observing. Okay. So I'm trying to identify what your situation is, because from what I'm seeing on my side, it does open. And the only thing that would be uploaded, would be, not uploaded, would be, you'd have to, you know, download, would be these new sound sections. So if you haven't done that yet, maybe go ahead and try that. But you can always create a track without these, you know that. I'll show you how to create a track without these. Let me give you an example. We're going to go say done for now. You see that little empty box over there? When you go into, have you been able to, do you have it uploaded already? Have you downloaded, have you downloaded the app yet? So you need to go into the library first to download if you haven't downloaded it. Are you having if you can't download it, it could be, are you using your parents' iPad? I found that everybody's a little bit younger than 16, because I can't have people on my, like, in-person live on if you're under 16. So I've noticed that you guys, which is fine, because I was teaching people your age anyway. I still do. So if there is, for instance, Ron, have you been able to download it yet? Are you still having oh, you're using your own? Okay, so if you're using your own, it's going to send you, so if you're using your own, you haven't been able to download at all. Like, you've not been able to go to the App Store, and so it's been an issue. So if you're using your own, it should be free. So I don't think you necessarily need like a card or anything to get it. That's kind of interesting. Now, I wish I could see what you guys were doing. Yes. Oh, you downloaded it. Okay. So tell me more about your concern. So you said there was something that just didn't open, or it's telling you to, I should ask you what iPad you have. What iPad do you have? Because if it's an older version of an iPad, that might also be part of the problem. Because I tried uploading it on an older version of the iPad, and it didn't upload. So it depends on if it's a little bit more of a newer version, if that helps. How old is your version? How many years is it? I can probably give you an guesstimate. Let me tell you what mine is here. My iPad is, oops. Let me go to setting. You can find that information. Version 17. Okay, let me see mine. That should be, let me see mine again. I don't even remember mine. Yeah, mine's also iPad version 17, so that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so now that we know that that's not an issue, what else have you seen that, what do you mean, like how? No, not years. What you said is the version that's correct. The version 17 should work. That shouldn't be an issue. So the next question is, you have the right version. So the next question is, I'm able to open it. The question is what it is. I mean, if I were to delete this, I would re-download it again. Have you tried deleting it and then re-uploading it? Like re-downloading the actual app? Sometimes it happens. If you press it and just delete it and then do it again, it might work. But in my case, I haven't had any issues with those kind of questions. So I cannot, that's a very technical, precise, yeah. Okay, first go ahead and try that. So go ahead and try deleting the app and then re-uploading it. See what happens and let me know. Yeah, give that a shot. What happens is I do that sometimes on my phone when I also do fashion and my clothing business. I need to have my app running and working, and sometimes it doesn't work, and I find that it could be that there's a glitch on the app. Oh, yeah, you like that? Oh, yeah, oh, see, Noah is so sweet. Yeah, delete it first and then re-upload. Go ahead and try that. Delete it. And it will generally say just test it out, because it could be just a general glitch. It happens. Technology's like that. Yeah, we have to work as like IT specialists on our own, even though we're not IT specialists. You know what I mean? So, okay. So once you get to that stage, I'm going to wait for you. We're busy talking about the iPad and GarageBand. We're having a technical issue, and I'm trying to resolve a question for Ron right now. So we're going to go through this carefully and see. Aw, you guys making friends, that's good. I love it. I love it. This is a good place. So we have people from all over the world coming and joining us. We have, I think Noah's from Brazil. I think Leonard was from Germany. I'm not sure. There are a couple of other people that I met on here from Brazil as well. So it's a very, very mixed mash group. And we don't all speak English. So I just want to bear in mind, everybody gets like upset when they text wrong. Just know everybody doesn't speak the same language, the same first language. My first language wasn't even English. I lived in Indonesia and Japan. So my first language was Japanese and Indonesian. I don't know. So be it. So I know I still have like grammatical errors and stuff that I still have to go through. Okay. Oh yeah, that's awesome. See, there you go. People from I love it. I love it. I think it's great. And there was somebody else from London or Ireland or something the other day. So it's so cool. This is why I mean, the internet is great. It could be very scary, but it could also be a really great place to meet people from all over the world. I love it. I love it. I traveled the world as a younger person, so I understand the things that go on, right? Which is very, 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 very cool. Yeah, and oh, Poshmark. Hold on. Give me a moment. So let me just do my Poshmark. I nearly forgot this. This is my other business. I do like a fashion. This is how I generate money. This is how I do the, let me just do this. What was it? Oh yeah, here. Okay. I'll be with you guys in 2 seconds. Sorry. Sometimes I have to look down to do this because I work from home. So everything you see here, I'm it's sort of set up from home where I can do multiple things at once. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, guys. Okay. Okay, now we're going to, so I can do my fashion and my music. Usually when I had other jobs, I could not do that. It was either the fashion or the music or the art. It was never everything in one. So I've created this to do everything in one, which is, this is exactly. Can you play something on the piano? Absolutely. What would you like to hear? Oh, Star Wars. No, I'm joking. I mean, I can play more than that, but it is May the 4th be with you, right? Yeah. Let's do. So I do play. That's more or less what I was teaching. Do you know how to play Rush? What's that? Okay, just to remind everybody, I have to say, I'm like your parents' age. I don't know if you know that. I'm 44 years old, so I'm Gen X. So there might be a few songs that I might not necessarily know. So I'm learning as I go along. I'm learning from you guys, just to let you know. Yeah. Is that like I don't know Rush. Is that like a oh, no, Rush. Okay, yeah. No, so that's so funny. That's funny. Yeah, okay, so I literally took that as like a song. That's hysterical. Okay, so you know now that I'm definitely old if I thought that. Okay, so let's think. Another song. I was just going to put some music on the background. But I was also going to see if we can work through a track, if I can help you on Logic. So, not Logic, on GarageBand. Have you been able to upload that still? Okay, so let's see what else I can play. This is a song that I did. There are lots of things I know. I can't remember everything right now. I don't think you like classical. So let's do.
This piece?
Yeah, Black Hole Sun, that's like my generation. Or not, or Nirvana, or Nine Inch Nails. I haven't done, I don't think you guys would know Nine Inch Nails. I do lots of things. I can do jazz, I can do classical, I can do, oh my goodness, like lots of things. Oh, you don't know that piece? Okay, Soundgarden. Oh my gosh, yeah, Soundgarden's great. It's actually for the guitar, and it's like a rock song, but I play it on the piano because I don't play guitar. So, can you play Sweater either? Sweater Weather. I don't know that song. So, okay, so when it comes down to songs that I don't know, I would have to learn it first before I actually play it, and I wouldn't want to take a chance doing it live on YouTube and trying it out. I mean, I would usually in like a normal class situation and show people how to practice it from the internet. But what happens on the internet, especially on YouTube, is they will flag me and this channel if they hear a song that's not supposed to be played, which happens to be a composer or producer song from somebody else's group. So that's why I kind of set it up where I'm producing my own music, only because there are like rules on the internet where you can do certain things and certain things you can't do, and that's like one of those things I can't do. But what we can do is let's try working on a piece. Let's try working on it. Let's work. Now you heard that I can play the piano. I can read music. Oops. I have jazz. I have pop. I have all sorts of things. And I have some videos of me playing some songs, so you guys can always take a look at that. But let's go through my, I have videos, even Noah can tell you. I have videos of me doing art. I'm like painting stuff. I have videos just doing all sorts of things. So you can take a look and check it out, even production. Let's go back into this and see if we can try to figure out your problem. I want to help you. Let's see what we can resolve. Have you downloaded it again? Have you been able to get that together? Let's go back to this and we're going to work on a track. Do you know Golden Hour? See, this is like your generation. I don't know. Is it a new song? I haven't, like, these are all the things I need to work on. What I could do is listen to them and work on them later. Well, that's why. Do you know how old I am? Hi, Bean Stars. How are you? You guys are so sweet. I hope I'm keeping you guys entertained, and I hope your parents are like, she's okay, it's safe. She's not doing anything crazy, which I am not. I am a responsible grown-up. Being responsible is key because I now know everybody is young, which is fine. I wish I was young too. I was honored when you guys thought I was younger than my age. I was like, oh, I'm your parents' age. I'm 44 years old, 1979. Oh my goodness, yes. And I'm not even afraid to say it. I'll just blurt it out. That's okay, yeah. And Noah's like, I think Noah's about 8. That's okay. We're all like, it's okay. And a lot of the students that I used to teach were Or they still are. My student tomorrow is, I think he's 6 or 7. So he does an art class and a music class with me, which is cool. Yes, I know that's what people have said. They're so shocked. I'm like honored. I'm like, oh, this is why I keep coming back. Sometimes I'm like, really? Like I'm definitely honored. No, I'm a bit of an older person, so I'm about your parents' age, I'm sure. You guys are so sweet. This is why I'm back every time. You guys make me feel so good. I can't help. It's just like, oh my gosh, like compliments. Where do these compliments? I don't get the compliments on Facebook. They all tell me I'm like weird. I'm like, I know I'm weird. You don't have to tell me that. I know that I'm weird. But yeah, no, I like it. But it's not even that. I just hope that you guys, am I helping you guys? That's my question. Have you looked through my videos and checked out what I'm capable of doing? Do you have any questions on the arts? Do you have any questions on music? Do you have questions on reading music? Do you have questions on producing music? Do you have questions on molding the two together? That's what my last video was about, is thinking of creating some characters and thinking of like a storyline for like a video game or something. I don't know. Oh, see? There you go. Well, that's a good feeling. Yeah, no, I have to say, the internet allows you to be yourself, and I appreciate that, because if I was in any other job, which I have done, people have just said I don't fit the right criterias for a job work environment. I was like, why? Because I'm an artist? Yeah, I'm an artist. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't lie to people about being an artist. I can't make that up. But I refused to wear like uniform. I was like, I am not. Don't put me in that uniform. It's goodbye job. I will, bye-bye. We gotta create it so I have jobs now where I can be myself and not worry about the uniform, which is cool. Okay. See, I can wear my own uniform. I made this jacket, which is like crazy, but you see these things on the wall? The padding, I did that, and then the leftover stuff was, I made a jacket because I was like, don't want to waste it. Oops. Okay, so let's go into this. Let's say that you've already downloaded this, okay, and it's working, okay? This is GarageBand. We're going to open up, let's start from the very beginning. Let's start with an experimental sound, okay? We're going to open up one that's here. These are ones that I've downloaded from this collection, okay? So you can download these. Okay, so say we've already downloaded those, okay, and you've already downloaded this part. Okay, now we're going to go back into... We're going to just try one of these sounds. They're like a whole bunch. Let me just see. Yeah. So I've downloaded a whole bunch. All of these can create like a track already. Okay. These are like real beginner style. This is you just press buttons. It's like a DJ. You press buttons and then like you make noises. Okay. So we're going to go, since we're talking video games, let's see what the sound is. I chose, wait, let's start over again. I want to show you guys what I just did. Nope. 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 Start over. Okay, we're going to start over. So we're going to choose something that's called 8-bit Legends. Okay, I think that's video game sounds. So I'm pressing this one, 8-bit Legends, okay? And I'm putting it through my speaker. My speaker's already on the floor. We're going to just test out some sounds on here, okay? That's interesting. Okay, hold on. Let's bring this up a little bit so we can hear it. I'm going to put my speaker here. So we're doing it a little bit differently. Usually I would use my computer, but I think today, since we're using the iPad, I'm just using, you can see over here. Here's my little speaker. I have like two setups. One is portable, the other is not so portable. Okay, so now we're going to do, so you can try these sounds out. These are automatically on here. Okay, we did that. Then we have this. Yeah, these are definitely, so we're gonna just test some sounds out, okay? Yeah, very 80s video game sound, okay? That's a Pac-Man. Definitely sounds like Pac-Man, okay. Okay, so then, okay. So this is an introduction. Literally, you can do this. You can, anybody, in fact, when I first experimented with this, I was playing around like this way. So we're gonna come up with the sound, okay? And you can record, okay? So we're gonna just press buttons now, okay? Literally just press buttons. Okay. You use it on your laptop? I'm sorry, I was busy working on this. Yeah, the laptop should be, oh, it's a little bit different. The layout's like the desktop. This is more for, I mean, I have a laptop. We can talk about the laptop version of GarageBand too. And I have the GarageBand on my computer. So I sort of can do all of them, I suppose. So we can talk about those later. Let's just focus on the iPad for now. Maybe the next one I do live, I can do on the desk, on the laptop, if you want me to do that, Bean. I can totally do that. Okay. Okay, let's say we want to make a song. Okay, good place to start. Okay. So are you referring to creating a song with these kind of sounds, or creating a song with an instrument, or creating a song from scratch? I would recommend starting here. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, so we're gonna close this up. Okay. Now I have all these crazy songs that I've done. You see this little button over here once you start the process and say you already have a setup and you've experimented. You see that cross? That just says add. Oops, that's my iPad. So it says add over here. I think I have another video, okay? So you're gonna start with that. And these are all the sounds. These are all the sounds you can find, and I downloaded those sounds from the sound library. Okay, so that's the sound library. So I have Poshmark people trying to reach out for my business. Okay, with an instrument. Okay, we can do that. So let's start with, you would have to plug it in though. You know that, right? You would have to connect it with a connector. Or if you just want to do it with an automatic sound, okay, we're gonna do new. If that's the case, we're gonna do new. Okay, and then, first things first, are you referring to the instruments that they have? Look, they have instruments, they have their own personal instruments, or you can, oh goodness. Okay, so you can create it with an instrument that's already built in, or you can create it with an instrument, that that you can actually put into and plug in. That would take a little bit more. I'm looking, what are we looking at? What are we reporting? Report what? Oh, video? What's the problem? Oh, I don't know who's roasting it. That's okay. It's probably because they don't understand it. It's probably some kid. Thank you. You guys are monitoring. You know what? Before I did this, I didn't have any monitors. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's okay. There are a few people that are a bit strange. I think it's because they're not understanding the circumstance, and they probably don't realize that I'm trying to help you guys here. That's okay. And you know what? You guys stay on here. I like it. Keep watching out for those weird people. I am so appreciative. Okay, let's say that you're keeping an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. And then the next video we're going to do on the iPad. Okay, we're going to do the iPad GarageBand. That will be the next one. And I don't think I've set that up yet, so that will be the next. Okay, say we're going to get into this. Let's start with drums, because drums are always important, right? We're going to start with drums. Okay, so we're going to create a beat. Let's say you want to, there are 4 different ways to create this. There's one that has smart drums, acoustic drums, beat sequencer, and then there's more sounds. You guys tell me which one you want me to try out, and then I'll press it, okay? Pick the one, and then we'll work on that. I want the song that has lyrics like lights. Wait, not the song. Let's work on... Yeah, you know what? Actually, we could actually report you. Do you want us to report you? Because we have control. I really don't know what you're talking about. You're bored because you don't understand what's going on? Are you bored because there's no music playing in the background and I'm going to teach people how to make music? Are you bored because I'm older than you? I'm 44. I'm not even a kid. I'm a grown-up. Okay. This kid is just... Okay, hold on. Unwanted commercial. Okay. Okay, folks. Ladies and gents, we just reported the person, so hopefully they won't be able to get on. Thank you, guys. Okay, so obviously I can be... Bean, you are so fabulous. Okay, keep an eye on this. Thank you. Okay, I like this. You guys have monetizing like access. Great. Okay, let's go back into step 2. Okay. So there's a beat sequencer. If we do this beat sequencer, there are beats. They're like 2 different versions. I think you're talking about something like this, right? Like that has the lights. Okay, so this is just a basic, so it kind of creates, we're going to work off of this, okay? This is a simple drum pattern. Let's put the volume up. Okay, drum pattern. So I'm going to just press some buttons, okay? Okay, okay, so we're going to create some noises. Okay, keep an eye on that. Okay, so we're going to create beats, and then after... Why are you still here if you're bored? I don't understand. Why are you here to bother people? If you really don't like the show, go away. Not you, sorry guys. I'm just trying to... I see what's going on here. This guy, or this person, maybe a kid. If he's bored, I don't even know why he's here. Now you guys are talking my talk. Okay. Okay, so we're just testing out some sounds, okay? This is nothing yet, but it will be. Oh, my cat's giving me that look, okay? So what we can do is we can always adjust the sounds. We're going to just come up with something, okay? And then I'm going to show you some stuff. Let's do... And then you can take them off. Look, you can delete them if you don't want them. So this is a real quick way to do drums. Okay? I'm going to just try something. Okay, let's do, sorry, it's a bit of a weird day today on this side. Okay, we're going to do this hypothetically speaking, okay? We can add layers to it, and the whole thing about, yeah, ignore him. He's being nonsense. Obviously, he's jealous because he doesn't have his own channel. Guys, he's just jealous. The problem is he must be a child that's probably not paying attention to. He's probably a new troublemaker in school too, so don't even worry about it. And you do realize that, yeah. Okay, so now let's keep going. Oh my gosh, come on now. Let's work with this. Okay, so I'm going to quickly record this as an example, okay, just to start. Stop. Stop. Oh, sorry, I had to stop the play. Okay, so we're going to just record this. It's just a very quick thing, and then we're going to add more layers. Now, if you've heard any of the tracks that I've done on the different videos, you can see I've added layers to it, okay? Just like a painting, you add layers, and it takes a few sessions to get to a point, okay? So I'm going to just record what we have here. I don't know. Okay, so this is just going to record, okay? I just press that to record. Okay, just basics. Okay. Okay, so that now created. Now let me show you what I just did. So that sound, okay, just created. Now if you go here, oh, my Poshmark. You see those squares over there, the squares over here in the corner? And you guys can always go back and check this out. You go to the squares, and it literally just created a loop for you. Now I'm going to show you what else to do. So that's literally just a loop. You just created your own sound, okay? Okay. So now, okay, now that we've created a loop as that an example, we're going to test out another loop direction, okay? So these are called loops. You see that little, like, it looks like a amusement park ride. That's like a loop, literally. That's what they've done. Okay, so we're going to open up the loops. Okay, and we're going to create a sound with the loops, with using the sound that you've now just created, for instance. Okay, and those are the sounds that you've downloaded from those packs that they've kind of like organized. How do I, you mean thus? Oh, you want to go back to this? You mean how this looks? How this looks? Okay, so we've gone, okay, we're going to go back. Oh, bummer. Okay. Okay, so I pressed that. Okay, this is how we were. Okay. You see this part over here? Okay, so we over here. And then there's that little, it looks like a grid at the top over there on the right. No, it'll be on the left. Okay. So you're going to press this, and you can, let me see, okay, so I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. Can you guys see this? It's this. And that's how I did that, okay? I'm going to zoom back out. Okay, saw that? Okay, so we're going to go into that loop. Okay, so there are many things. It takes time, guys. It's not like an overnight concept here. This is work in progress. This takes time, just like a painting. It does not. No. One before that? Okay. You mean, wait, you mean this thing? You mean this? Okay. So I got here. Okay. So are you testing it out? Were you able to download? Yes. The drum is correct. So you got it working now? Have you been able to upload the new one or reload it? Did it work? If you delete it and start it over again? I think it works, right? I'm pretty sure, because if you're walking, yes, guys, this is how we do it. Hey, you guys are gamers, so you know how to problem solve on these games. Like, I haven't played games in years, but I used to. I was like Nintendo. we had Nintendo boxes. Can you believe it? Like, that's when I started playing. And then the PlayStation came out in this whole, then we were doing Street Fighter. So my thing was Street Fighter. Okay. So we're going to go back into this. Fabulous. I am so glad I was able to help you with that. Okay, cool. So every time, this is what you do with computers and stuff. If it doesn't work the first time, turn the computer off. This is for computers example, or iPads or phones. If an app doesn't work, shut it down, turn it off, delete it, and then re-upload again. It's the case for, I mean, that's how I feel it works the best. Okay. Fabulous. Yay. So you'll remember the next time. Good, good. Okay. So let's go into this. Let's go back into this beat. Okay. So the beat that we created was this. We're going to go back into the loops. Okay. Back into the loops. We're going to test out some sounds. And this is the stuff that you downloaded once you've downloaded it from those packs that said download or get it or preview the sound. That's this part over here. And these are the separate sounds that you've kind of uploaded, right? Oops. Why did you close it? Okay. So we're testing out sounds. Okay. I like that weird watery sound. So we're going to add that. And how you add those is you're going to use your finger. You're going to drag it and send it over. Okay. So let's see what it sounds like together with the sounds. Okay. So you can do all sorts of things. So as you layer, the more things you can take out or add in. Okay, now let's try another loop, and then we're going to go back to drums and add another layer, okay? Oh, this? No, it's, you mean your piece that you're working on? Have you started working on a track? Yeah, if you guys have video, yeah, I would like to see you. It's so frustrating. You have to be over 16 to join me on the lives, because I made it that way, because I don't want parents getting upset. Oh, we don't want our children to, and they're absolutely correct. You don't want, if you're kids of parents and you're younger than a certain age, honestly, safety first, right? Safety comes first. I teach, so I know how a parent would feel about situations. So I want to make sure. That's okay. That's cool. Okay. No, that's totally fine. There was another person, poor little Leonard was over, and he was so excited to get on the live the other day, and he was definitely, we were trying to figure out what the problem was, and what had happened is, yeah, no, that's okay. So this is what happened. So what had happened is he had tried to get on and link it or press the button to join me, and I'd locked it for 16 and up. Which rightfully so I did, right? Just as well I did. And I was like, no, this is working, Leonard. Are you over 16? And he says, no, I'm like 13. So I was like, okay, that's why. And I did it because, you know, I'm trying to be protective and make sure that the parents know that you guys are on here. So I want to just keep it like responsible, right? So that's why I do it this way, even though it's nothing like harmful. It's an education channel, right? It's still protecting people from, and I know TikTok and all that stuff. I'm personally not like a fan. I mean, I just look at TikTok, but I'm more educational. I think YouTube is a little bit more for people who want to learn. And I'm all about helping people learn, because that's what I do. I teach, you know, that's more or less what I do. Okay, let's go back into this. Let's see what we can work on now. Okay, let's add in another section. We're going to go back to the loops, and then later we're going to go back to the drums, and then we're going to do a little bit of piano. We're going to add some piano to that, or guitar. I haven't done the guitar. We can add guitar on here too. Okay, let's go back to these sounds. Oh, and it shows you the different instruments you can use on here. So it says instruments, genre, and description, okay? And there are other things you can talk about. Do you play an instrument, Ron, by any chance? Do you do drums? Because if that's the case, then you understand timing and signatures and key signatures, and then you can go into this setting and you play an instrument? What instrument do you play? Oh, you play guitar? Okay, so you understand timing and BPM and minutes and measures and all that stuff. Okay, so if that's the case, let's go into this. You can actually set, before we even go into the piano part or guitar part, you can set your time. Okay, so it says tempo. You know what tempo is, right? Okay, so you can set your tempo to anything. Right now it's automatic. It says classically guitar, very nice. Oh, I like it. Okay, I studied classical piano myself. So in fact, I still teach classical piano, so I get it. Okay, so then you have a good sense of music theory. Great. Okay, so it says 110. It says 4 beats, 4 beats in a measure, right? 4 beats in a measure. You know what that is. Okay. Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. So, okay, we can talk about music theory as well. We can go back into the depth of music theory. I have a couple of videos at the beginning, which were, mind you, they weren't fantastic, but I did bring up music theory and how to read notes and all that stuff. I think reading notes for the guitar is slightly, it's the same, but it's played a little bit differently on the guitar than the piano, which is where I got confused. I have guitars, but I personally don't play them very well. My fingers are not, at the strings, it was too hard on my fingers. I was a little sensitive. I was like, oh, they're sore. You gotta have strong, you have to have callus growing on your hands and fingers to do that. Okay, so let's go back into this. Let's say it's in C major. It has C major over here, okay? You can change it to major or minor if you want to. These are all the little bits. It's about testing and experimenting on this. You have to see how it works, right? Let's keep it in C major, just for argument's sake, but we're going to change the tempo to maybe 85, for instance. Oh, this is going up, sorry. Gotta go down, gotta go down, gotta go down. 85. Let's just slow it down and see what happens. Okay, I want to see what the beat sounds like now. Okay. It slowed it down a little bit, okay? Okay, so it's a little interesting. So let's try. Okay, now we're going to go back into, let's go to instruments. We're going to go back to drums. We're going to try a different type of drum now, okay? Oh yeah, minor A. Use E minor. Okay, let's go back to that then. Let's go back. Okay, E minor. Oops. We can do E minor, absolutely. Okay, we go E minor, E in a minor. Oh, are you on the guitar now? Have you tested? Are you doing, what's A, G? No, A9. We don't need that yet, but you mean the octave, right? Is that what it is? That part's, okay, hold on. Or the chord progression. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let's test it. Let's just see what we have here. It did change the key though. Can you hear this? So it changed it to E minor. You see how every time you upload a song, a part, once you start changing it, you can actually alter the sound, which is interesting. This is good to know. Okay. So this is an E minor. A9, that's a chord. But no, we're not doing chords yet. Okay. We can add that later. We could definitely do that later. Let's do, are you talking guitar now? Okay, let's hold on a second. Let me stop that. And then we're going to go back into another sound. Instruments. Okay, we can go into guitar. Let's go into guitar. Let's go into guitar and add that. Good point. Okay, so let's do, now I don't play, but you can, even if you don't play guitar, if you guys are still here, you can indeed, create, see, so there's A minor, or you can play, so there are different ways to do this. Isn't this interesting? And then there are different sounds. Can you see this? Oh, you know this already? Okay, okay. Okay, so this is stuff you already know. So let's go into, okay, so you could, and then you have the notes. Okay, so I don't know if there are other people that are not here that don't know this. And then you can hold this, right? But there's this. Oh, you can hold that sort of. You can hold that. Okay, so I would recommend. So let's just do the chords. Let's go back into the chords because I certainly did not play. What did I do here? Oh, and this is interesting. You can actually, so let's record this. Let's test this out. I actually haven't done a guitar from here. I've used the keyboard and played the guitar on the keyboard and then added that stuff. Okay, so let's go into, so it says off. Okay, this is guitar section. This is off. You can do, it gives you like autoplay. You could be really lazy. We could be really lazy and just do the autoplay. Let's see what the autoplay does. That's very classical, yes. Okay, hold on a second. So we're going to... Oh! Hold on. Let's turn it off. Let me just turn, let's do this. That sound in the background is going to drive me nuts. So let's do, wait, let's see what this is. Oh. So it's not going to let me, record that. That's interesting. Okay, so let's start with the, okay, let's do this. A little bit loud, sorry. What we do need to do is we need to go back and hear this. Let's just play this. I'm going to play this on top. So what I would recommend is I would play... Okay, so start with that, right? Maybe that doesn't work. Okay, so let's try... Let's go back to this. So the drums don't work. You have to... Okay, so you can hear that the beat's now. Now, when you start altering the sounds, you see the beat doesn't work now. So what we're going to do is we're going to just use the metronome and record without autoplay. Yeah, this is not really autoplay. So I'm playing, okay, so we're going to just play the notes like this. Okay, so we're going to just create. Now, I don't necessarily know what this is the part that I don't get with guitars. I don't necessarily know what the strings are. I know what it sounds like, but I can't define, like on the top of I would have to play it on the piano to find it. That's just my learning thing. Okay, so we're gonna just do it off of this. Okay, so we're gonna do, let's put the metronome on. Oh, that recorded only a loop. So it creates a loop. Do you hear that? So that just recorded the loop. So that's what that looks like. So it's only at the moment. So if you're wanting to go like a whole composition, I think you would have to do like a whole recording of an actual song, and then on top of that put the melody on. So there's like a whole process. You would have to do it step by step first. So you can't compose an actual composition. Hi Noah, thank you for coming back. You are so sweet. How's Brazil's weather today? Is it also nice and rainy, or do you have beautiful weather right now? How's Brazil? Okay, so now we're going to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this. So it created that. I don't know if it's in. So that's what that did. The timing's a little off though. Okay, so let's, because I don't think I used. That could work. hypothetically speaking. Okay, so now we're going to adjust the volume here. So we adjusted the volume on here. Okay, so we're just working on a project together. You can hear the guitar is not 100% on beat. It could be. I mean, we could work with it. Let's see. Okay, so let's say it is. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna stop that right now. Let me just see. I'm not sure if I like that keyboard, so let's try another sound. Let's do instruments. Let's do a drum beat. No. Oops. Oh, I can't change the volume when it's... Oh, here it is. Sorry. That's kind of nice. So we're going to drag this and send it down, okay? So you drag and send it down from that. Okay, so you choose from here, you listen to them, and then drag it down. Okay? Okay. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Okay. See, isn't this nice? You guys are all interested in the same thing. I think Noah was interested in guitar. You guys should talk to each other, because if you do guitar, Ron, then Noah needs help trying to figure out how to work with the guitar. That's something I cannot do, unfortunately. I just don't play guitar. It's just like I have them. I worked at Guitar Center, but I've never really gotten into that completely. You know, everybody has their own personal instruments, and piano was always my instrument, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's see what we have here. That's kind of interesting. It's not great, but it gives you a general idea of what to play around with, okay? So we're just doing an introduction. It's not a completed song. I'll have you listen to something that I've worked with between... I'll do that now. Let's just do this first. Okay? Okay, and then let's go on to I'm going to have you listen to this now. This is something that I just posted on SoundCloud, if you guys have SoundCloud. Okay, I need to clean these. Okay, so there's that. So there are many different things you can do, and I have more of a video. I'll link it to this if you're interested to see more detail and description of what I'm talking about with this next. Let me just play this for you. This is a little bit more completed. Okay. I didn't play guitar on there, but I played the piano. Okay, so you guys can hear what it is. Okay. And this is still not finished. But you can see that as you get into it and you work on the piece more thoroughly, the song becomes more developed. But it will take time. You know, it's not one of those snap your fingers and it's going to happen right away. Give yourself that time to kind of work on it, right? Okay. Okay, so what I did that, in order for me to do the guitar on this, because I don't have a guitarist, I basically used my keyboard. I made a sound on the keyboard, and then I transferred that sound on the Logic on the desktop and adjusted the volume from there. It can be done on here, but you would have to come up with the whole composition first before actually working through the melodies and all those things. I would recommend just putting the beats down first, you know. So that's basically my personal approach to this. So there's a lot to learn on GarageBand. I think I have a couple of introduction videos that are more specific to kind of like looking through it a little bit more carefully, and then you can stop and start the videos, and I will link those to this live because I do think that people, I do think everybody is curious about, I really do think you guys are really interested about GarageBand, and I'm fascinated because I've been using music, they're called DAWs, music DAWs, they're not softwares or apps, it's called a DAW, for a while. Since I was 16 when they first started coming out, right? So back in the 80s, I was kind of playing around with stuff. And then I was in a music production class in Tokyo, which is how I got more involved in this kind of stuff. So yeah, so do you want me to continue with this? Or do you see that there's a whole process? You have to start with the beats, start with some beats, start with some drums, then add chord progressions or whatever it is you're trying to do. And then from there, once you feel more comfortable with the song actually becoming more solid, then you add the melody onto that with the particular instrument. But always make sure you have the key signatures in order, your timing is all the same. It's like it stays in the same tempo, or else we're gonna have problems. As you could hear, it was not perfect. Okay, but I'm not gonna have a very, very long live today, folks. Do you think that information was good enough? And then what I can do is add the links to this video of the more detailed videos of what we're talking about here, because I did one for the phone and I did one specifically for the iPad. So I've already done like a video that should help explain it a little bit more. This was just like kind of like testing it out, right? This wasn't a whole explanation, but the other one is a little bit more refined, okay? I actually have a whole bunch of videos talking about it. So, and then I think I zoom in and zoom out in certain sections, and I don't use a lot of the like. I have a tendency of saying like a lot. I'm sure the parents are like, oh my gosh, like, it's not the way, but it's our now talk, right? We talk like this now. Okay, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I am going to send, once this is uploaded on to a more formal video, because it has to download onto YouTube for it to save, then I can add those links to this, which will be good. Or you can go through some of the videos. I'm sure some of them are not great, but some of the videos will give more of an explanation of different questions that you might have questions about, you know? So yeah, I hope that helped. Do you want to hear some more of the music that I've produced? I can show you something on here that I've produced. Let's do that. Let's test out. Let's see what I have on here that I've saved. Let's see if there's anything. Is there anything? That is the question. Is there anything? I know they're more on my phone because I've been playing around with my phone. Let's do, I don't know. I think I wasn't using any instruments. I was just coming up with some sounds. Let's see. Let's see what I got here. What do I have here? This was just an experiment. Yeah, this was me just playing with buttons. Okay, but you can see. So that's what this is. This is literally just an experiment. Real experiment. I might even have this on one of the videos so you guys can see how I put this together as well. It's nothing special, but it's just there. Okay. lot you can do with this idea, right? And in theory, you could probably even record yourself playing the guitar over a track, for instance. So Noah, now that you now know Ron plays the guitar. How cool is that? So Ron can help you understand it a little bit more too. Isn't that cool? See how many people, look, everybody comes up with their own personal skills. This is what I like about teamwork. I think it's fantastic. I just wish I could see you guys in person. That is like my next thing. It's like a class, but without seeing the students. It's so frustrating. But we will see over time. Things can happen, okay? Yeah. So this is just a sample of a piece that I pre-recorded and produced on the iPad. I have a couple more, and I think I've recorded some videos of how I did this too. So I will link those to these in specific if you guys are interested. You see that? So these are just, this is from, so that's what that looks like. Okay, so that's how I did that. And then if you want to see it in a loop once it's recorded, that's what it looks like. So it's not, you know, I mean, it's not, these are not all perfect, but they're demonstrations on what you could do once you get a feel for it. It's like driving a car. In order to drive the car, you need to figure out what parts do what. Like, what does the steering wheel do? What does the brake do? What does the gear shift do if your car still has a gear shift? These are all, like, it's technical things. How do you drive a car without knowing the sections? So this is like an introduction to how to use all of these things. And what I'll do for you guys is the next live I will use because I haven't done it. That's a good question. The laptop. I'll use the laptop and we'll create something with the laptop on GarageBand. Yes, GarageBand. I have a couple, yeah. So we're going to do that next. Perfect. Folks, I'm going to love you and leave you for now, if that's okay. I'm going to add the videos of those particular parts onto this video. I hope it's helped a little bit and inspired you to try some stuff. If you want to do some graphic design or some drawings or sketches, I think Noah was here the other day where we created an apple. We were talking about art. I think it was Noah. Yeah, pretty sure it was Noah who was like, oh, well, let's try some artwork. So we did an apple outside the other day. So if you want to do some artwork, we do art here too. I think, and my student is a beginner student, so the one that I have in person, he's also, his dad was like, we need to have you do like art. So here we started off with an apple. Okay, this is like a make-believe still life, and then we built the apple with some fruit. And then, if you don't know, but I also do watercolors. I think I brought out the Superman. Let me show you. So I do lots of different things. Even if you have questions on sewing, if you guys have sewing questions and you like to sew, I also do that. Let me just get my Superman out here. Oopsie daisy. Just want to make sure nothing drops. If you haven't seen my artwork, I do paint and draw and all that stuff as well. So I'm like a do-it-yourself type of person. If you have questions on anything, feel free to ask me about all things art related, even anime. Like if you want to draw some anime or characters, we can talk about movements and action and all that stuff. And then like a project, if you want to come up with a vision of a project, like a team project, and create like an animation, I don't know, stop frame animation or something, that could be done too. So that's the general idea, okay? So I call myself a multimedia artist because that is exactly what it is. Like I've worked many years on different skills and I'm now bringing all the skills together for this platform. I haven't had a job where I could do everything in one. Now I can do everything in one. So I'm like, okay, well, this is perfect. And you guys get a chance to experience everything in one. How cool is that? How cool is that? Okay, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I have a couple of things I must do now. Hello, are you back? You're that's okay. That's okay. What I am going to do, Ron, is I'm going to head on out for now because I have more things I need to do for today. But what I'm going to do is add some video clips to this with the question you had for logic on the iPad. And then I will continue with, for the next live, I'm going to do a demonstration on the laptop next because I haven't done that. So that's okay. And that is absolutely fine. I'm going to try to make it Monday or either, I mean, I would like to do it tomorrow, but tomorrow I have a student. So Monday, I usually generally start, Noah can actually tell you, I generally start now at like 3, but today, because it's Saturday, I started earlier, which is understandable. So I will keep, I'll actually preset it where I can actually have you guys keep an eye on it and you can just, so I'll preset it. I tried presetting it for live with somebody else, but it turned out that poor little Leonard was a little bit younger, so I wasn't able to get him on the live, which is okay. So, but I can see that everybody wants to do these lives, so I will send the link over to like this video, for instance, and you can like see it, or you can go to my channel and then you will see the live stream live to come or whatever it says. And I will make sure that happens. You guys are so awesome. I am so thankful you guys are interested in this stuff because I don't know, like, I don't know what people are interested in anymore. I'm like, is it art? Is it music? Is it everything? Is it sewing? Does somebody make like a garment and they're interested to learn how to sew? I mean, these are all the things and everybody has different skills, right? So like, I'm sort of here to guide people in the way they want to be guided because I have like I don't know if you can see, but my little sewing section is over there too. So I have like I have various skills, various things that I'm doing, and my art section is in this corner. So my little artwork in the back over here. So this is I don't have a huge space. Like my little studio room is literally a studio room, but I've separated the room for different projects. So yeah, you can see that I can always move around and kind of help when somebody has a question on a different thing. Okay, folks, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I do appreciate when you guys see unusual behavior on here. I don't know why people are so weird. I think, you know, you have those kids that throw like, I know we had students. I had students that would use pencils and they'd put it up their nose, and I'm thinking, why are you doing that? Please take the pencil out. Or they'd throw like spitballs in class, and I'm like, why are you guys throwing these things? I mean, what's the point? You're just trying to annoy everybody? What's going on? So people are like that. You just, what I say is just ignore them. I mean, I do appreciate it. So, but I have been frustrated before. I've had another person come on and nobody helped me like resolve the problem. So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I'm blowing steam and I'm getting hot and frustrated. So I do appreciate you guys keeping an eye on that. That helps a lot. It really, 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 really does, because then I can concentrate on what I have to do and you guys can concentrate on myself and then all these strange things that are happening. So I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Okay. So I will prepare for the next live. I might want to try it tomorrow if I'm not too tired. I'm always so tired. But either tomorrow or Monday. So I will set it up and organize it, and then we'll talk more. And if you have any other questions, I think, like I said, I think the next one I'll do on the desktop. Not the desktop, the laptop. That's the desktop. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Ron and Noah, and I think Bean. I don't know if Bean's still here. But you guys are wonderful. I really do. I enjoy your company. I do. I really do. Okay. So I will arrange it, and we will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend, folks, and I will speak to you guys in the next live. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Thanks for coming.